Most men over 50 start noticing changes down there, but brush them off thinking it's just aging. Maybe erections aren't as firm, maybe it takes longer to get going, maybe the intensity just isn't there anymore, or maybe the desire itself quietly faded. I had a patient tell me, "Doc, something still happens, but it's not like before. I don't think I can get that back." The truth is there are 10 common habits draining your erections and testosterone every single day, and most men have no idea they're doing them. If that sounds familiar, stay with me because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to stop and how to fix it starting today. That same guy came back 6 weeks later, smiled, and said, "Doctor, my wife told me it feels like we're both 30 again." I honestly didn't think that was possible. That's what happens when you know what's stealing your vitality and how to stop it. I'm Dr. Elizabeth Rains. Hit that like button and subscribe because what I'm sharing today could change everything. Before we dive into these 10 habits, let me tell you something most doctors won't explain clearly. Your penis isn't some separate body part operating independently. It's actually a direct window into your overall health. Think about it. Erections depend completely on healthy blood flow, functioning nerves, balanced hormones, and emotional stability. When something starts going wrong in any of those systems, your penis is often the very first place warning signs show up. So when I talk about protecting your erections, I'm really talking about protecting your circulation, your heart, and honestly, your long-term survival. Men who develop erectile dysfunction are statistically far more likely to experience heart attacks, strokes, and metabolic problems in the following years. Your penis is basically like that check engine light on your car dashboard. Pay attention to it early, and you can prevent catastrophic breakdowns later. So let's walk through these 10 habits that countless men unknowingly fall into every single day. Understanding these will protect not just your erections, but your confidence, your relationships, and your quality of life moving forward. Number 1, ignoring early warning signs when they first appear. This is hands down the most dangerous pattern I see repeatedly. When erections start feeling weaker than usual, when morning wood becomes less frequent or stops completely, when arousal feels fundamentally different, most guys brush it off as just getting older and hope it fixes itself. Here's what's actually happening inside your body. Those changes usually mean blood vessels are gradually narrowing and restricting flow, or nerve endings are progressively losing their sensitivity. It's your body sending urgent messages that something needs attention. Emotionally, ignoring these changes quietly chips away at your confidence day after day. Many men start avoiding intimacy entirely, making excuses to their partner, withdrawing emotionally, or silently questioning their masculinity without talking to anyone about it. The good news is the fix is straightforward. Start paying genuine attention to what's changing. Track it mentally or write it down if that helps. If something feels consistently different for more than 2 or 3 weeks, don't wait months hoping it magically improves. Talk to a doctor who can actually help. Catching problems early can literally prevent years of progressive decline that becomes much harder to reverse later. Number 2, trying risky home remedies you find online or hear about from friends. I genuinely wish I didn't have to address this, but I've personally seen men seriously injure themselves trying everything from questionable stretching techniques to homemade devices constructed from random household items like bottles and rubber bands. The biological reality is these dangerous approaches can cause permanent nerve damage, internal scar tissue formation, or even irreversible erectile dysfunction that no treatment can ever fix. They usually come from a place of desperation and insecurity, men thinking they're somehow inadequate when the truth is they're already enough exactly as they are. If you're even tempted to try things like aggressive jelqing techniques, unapproved vacuum devices, or dangerous constriction methods you saw on some forum, please stop immediately. Only use medically designed FDA-approved devices, and only after speaking directly to a healthcare professional who can guide you safely through proper usage. Number 3, neglecting basic daily hygiene down there. This seems incredibly obvious and basic, but I see hygiene neglect constantly in my practice, particularly among uncircumcised men who weren't taught proper care. If you don't gently retract the foreskin daily, clean thoroughly underneath with warm water, and dry properly afterward, bacteria and dead skin cells gradually accumulate, creating serious problems. Biologically, that buildup can lead to painful inflammation, recurring infections, unpleasant odors, and in rare but severe cases, even penile cancer. Emotionally, poor hygiene creates deep shame and active avoidance of any intimacy with partners. Practically, it means genuine physical discomfort during sex that shouldn't be happening. The simple fix: gentle daily cleaning with mild, unscented soap and comfortably warm water. Absolutely no harsh scrubbing, no strong fragrances, no chemical products. Think of it exactly like brushing your teeth twice daily. Small, consistent care prevents massive, painful problems later on. Number 4, ignoring pain, unusual bleeding, or strange lumps. Your penis should absolutely not hurt during normal, everyday function. Period. Pain during sex or urination, visible blood in your urine, a noticeable lump or hardened area, an open sore or ulcer. These are definitely not normal age-related changes you should just accept and live with. They're serious red flags demanding immediate medical evaluation. Biologically, they could indicate urinary tract infections, kidney stones, Peyronie's disease causing curvature, or even cancer. Emotionally, avoiding these frightening symptoms just leads to constant silent worry, which dramatically increases your stress levels, making absolutely everything worse. Practically, it delays critical treatment that could genuinely save your function or even your life. Bottom line, without exception, if something feels wrong, looks abnormal, or concerns you at all, speak up to your doctor immediately. You're not being weak, overly worried, or wasting anyone's time. You're being genuinely wise and protecting yourself intelligently. Number 5, losing control and getting too aggressive during passionate sex. I completely understand that passion and excitement run incredibly high in intimate moments, but here's an uncomfortable truth everyone needs to hear. Penile fractures are completely real medical emergencies requiring immediate surgical intervention. Biologically, when an erect penis bends suddenly and forcefully in the wrong direction, the tough outer tissue layer can rupture violently. You'll hear a distinct audible popping sound, feel immediate intense pain, and rapid severe swelling sets in within just minutes. Emotionally, that single traumatic moment can permanently scar a man's sexual confidence for years or even decades afterward. Practically, it almost always means emergency surgery, lengthy, painful recovery, and potentially permanent dysfunction even after successful treatment. The prevention is actually straightforward. Use lubricant generously every single time without exception, even when you think you don't need it. Stay mentally present and aware of body positioning throughout. Remember clearly that intimacy fundamentally isn't about frantic aggressive speed or proving anything. It's genuinely about mutual connection, shared pleasure, and safety for both partners. Number 6, chronically overheating your testicles day after day. There's a very specific biological reason testicles hang outside your body in the scrotum rather than remaining inside. They absolutely require cooler temperatures several degrees below core body temperature to produce healthy, viable sperm and optimal testosterone levels. Spending hours regularly in hot tubs or saunas, working with laptops placed directly on your lap for extended periods, taking extremely hot showers daily, or even just storing your smartphone in your front pants pocket can raise scrotal temperature significantly above ideal levels. Biologically, over time, that chronic excess heat dramatically reduces sperm quality and motility and can negatively affect testosterone production, leading to all the downstream effects. Emotionally, declining testosterone manifests as chronic unexplained fatigue, increased irritability and mood swings, and sharply reduced sex drive affecting your relationships. Practically, it means noticeably less energy and motivation for life in general. Actively protect your future vitality and fertility. Give your testicles the cooler environment they were specifically designed by nature to function in for optimal performance. Number 7, being overly rough and aggressive with masturbation over time. This problem is far more widespread than men openly admit to their doctors or even friends. Over months and years, consistently gripping excessively tightly or relying entirely on intense pressure and fast friction can progressively desensitize delicate nerve endings throughout the penis. We actually have a medical term for this in urology. We call it death grip syndrome. Biologically, This approach literally rewires your brain's arousal and pleasure pathways to only respond effectively to one very specific kind of intense mechanical stimulation that partners physically cannot replicate. Emotionally, it creates genuine frustration and disappointment during partnered sex because nothing feels quite right or intense enough. Practically, it makes real intimate sex with another person significantly less satisfying and enjoyable than it naturally should be. The solution is being willing to change your approach. Consciously slow down your pace. Use quality lubricant generously every time. Deliberately explore different grips, rhythms, pressures, and techniques. Gradually teach your body and nervous system to enjoy variety and gentler stimulation, not just one rigid mechanical method you've trained yourself to depend on. Number 8, smoking cigarettes and neglecting your overall health. Of all the daily habits that progressively destroy erectile function, smoking tobacco is genuinely one of the absolute fastest and most damaging. Biologically, it systematically damages and stiffens blood vessels throughout your entire body, the very vascular system that must function properly to deliver the blood flow creating erections. Smoking also dramatically increases your statistical risk of developing bladder cancer, kidney disease, and countless other serious conditions. Emotionally, gradually losing your erections because of smoking feels like a profound betrayal of yourself. You thought it was just a manageable habit you could control, but it quietly stole your vitality and masculine confidence without you fully realizing until it was too late. Beyond just quitting smoking, overall health directly determines erectile function. Regular physical exercise, eating nutrient-dense whole foods, limiting alcohol consumption to moderation, and effectively managing daily stress all directly support strong, reliable erections. The truth is erections aren't somehow separate from general health. They're essentially the direct reward your body gives you for consistently maintaining genuinely good health practices. Number 9. Beating yourself up mentally and tying your entire self-worth to sexual performance. This might genuinely be the most overlooked and underestimated mistake on this entire list. So many men unconsciously tie massive amounts of their core identity and self-worth to their sexual performance and ability to satisfy partners. But here's the honest, compassionate truth everyone needs to hear and internalize. Everyone has occasional off nights. Everyone experiences performance anxiety sometimes. Everyone goes through periods where their body doesn't cooperate perfectly. That's completely normal human experience. The problem is harsh self-criticism and spiraling anxiety only make absolutely everything dramatically worse. Biologically, stress hormones like cortisol actively shut down your arousal response and make erections nearly impossible. Emotionally, harsh critical self-judgment becomes a vicious self-perpetuating downward cycle. Practically, it leads to complete avoidance of intimacy instead of honest communication and connection. The real solution is consciously choosing to be genuinely kind and compassionate toward yourself. Talk openly to someone you trust about what you're experiencing. Work with a therapist if anxiety is overwhelming. Remember clearly and deeply that one imperfect night, or even several difficult experiences, absolutely does not define you as a man or determine your worth as a human being. Number 10, completely stopping all sexual activity and just giving up. Here's the final critical habit, and there's genuine biological truth to the old saying, use it or lose it, when it comes to erectile function. Regular erections, whether from sex, masturbation, or even just morning wood, keep blood flowing properly through penile tissues, maintain healthy elasticity and flexibility, and preserve nerve sensitivity throughout. Without regular erections over extended periods, internal fibrous scar tissue can gradually form, noticeable physical shrinkage can actually occur, and overall responsiveness steadily declines, making it progressively harder to achieve erections even when you want to. Emotionally, intimacy fundamentally isn't only about intercourse or orgasm. It's equally about genuine connection, physical affection, emotional vulnerability, and feeling confident in your own body and sexuality. Practically speaking, even gentle regular stimulation, whether solo or with a partner, helps keep the entire erectile system functioning optimally and prevents atrophy. So yes, make the conscious choice to use it regularly in whatever way feels right and comfortable for you. treat it with respect and care, and actively protect it from damage. Now here's what you actually do with all this information starting right now. Pay genuine attention to changes you notice without panicking. Completely ditch dangerous home remedies and stick only with proven medical science. Practice consistent daily hygiene without exception. Address any pain, bleeding, or concerning symptoms immediately. Always prioritize safety and use generous lubrication during any sexual activity. Keep your testicles at appropriate cooler temperatures. Approach masturbation gently and mindfully with variety. Commit to living a genuinely heart-healthy lifestyle with exercise and good nutrition. Show yourself real compassion and reject harsh self-judgment. Stay sexually active in whatever form works best for your situation and relationship. Let me clearly remind you of something genuinely important. Needing to change certain habits or adjust your approach absolutely does not mean something is fundamentally broken or wrong with you. It simply means you're intelligent and self-aware enough to recognize when adaptation is needed and wise enough to actually make those changes. Your body isn't failing or betraying you at all. It's asking for proper attention and care. And when you consistently provide that care with patience and commitment, something powerful happens. Real confidence, genuine intimacy, and masculine vitality don't magically disappear with age. They actually grow deeper and richer with accumulated wisdom and life experience. So here's my direct personal challenge to you starting immediately today. Make the conscious commitment to actively protecting your sexual health with the exact same level of priority and attention you give to protecting your heart health, your cognitive function, and your future quality of life. Because the truth is they're all intimately interconnected in ways most men never fully appreciate. You genuinely deserve to feel strong, capable, and confident, not just in intimate bedroom situations, but in absolutely every single part of your life moving forward. If this information genuinely helped you today or gave you new perspective, hit that subscribe button right now and share this video with any friend or family member who might be quietly struggling alone with these exact same concerns. You honestly never know whose life trajectory you could completely change just by opening up this important conversation and breaking the silence that keeps so many men suffering unnecessarily. And remember this clearly, aging absolutely does not mean the automatic end of vitality, masculinity, or intimate satisfaction. Small, consistent changes and conscious choices you make today bring genuine comfort, renewed freedom, and authentic confidence tomorrow and for years to come. I'm Dr. Elizabeth Rains, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take real care of yourself because you are absolutely worth the effort and attention. Thanks for watching.